We are saving the yellow-billed parrot in Mount Diablo and the John Crow Mountains in Jamaica.
Jamaica is the third largest island in the Caribbean, behind Cuba and Hispaniola. It is approximately 4,243 square miles in size. It is approximately 51 miles wide by 146 miles long. It is more than 7,200 feet at its highest point. Jamaica's size and varied terrain allow for diversity of growing conditions, and as a result of an incredible variety of crops are grown on the island. The climate is of course tropical, with seasonal rainfall. It ranges from humid at sea level with beautiful sea breezes to temperature to cool in the mountains. The average temperature is around 80 degrees. Jamaica has more than 200 species of birds, including the doctor bird, a beautiful hummingbird, which is the national bird. There are no venomous reptiles. Mongoose run wild. There are crocodiles, but they do not run freely throughout the island. The people's culture in Jamaica is Christianity, cult, which is a branch of Christianity, African culture, they have herbal medicines, and kumina. Christianity. The Christian people value animals and look at them as living things. We took this into consideration when we were thinking of ways to save these animals. We knew the Christian people of this area would be willing to sacrifice a little to save the lives of some of the animals in this region. Cult. This is a branch of the Christian people, and they would be okay with our efforts as well, since they are just like the Christians. African culture. In this culture, the animals are also a big part of it. They even have sayings that involve animals, such as, "Every dog have his day." Herbal medicines. This will make the people of Jamaica more in favor of stopping pollution, forestation, etc. This will both save the plants and the animals. Kumina. The only people on this list whose culture and traditions may be traumatized a bit. This is because they do sacred goat sacrifices. According to our plan, that would not work because goats are animals and they should not be killed. This may not be okay with the people that belong to this tribe/religion/culture.
The yellow-billed parrot was not always listed as an endangered species. In 1988, it was listed as near threatened. In 1994, it was listed as lower risk or near threatened. In 2000, it was listed as vulnerable. In 2004, it was listed as vulnerable. Finally, in 2008, the yellow-billed parrot became listed as an endangered species on the endangered species list.
Our conservation plan is 7 steps long. The first step is to make poaching illegal. The second step is to make hunting illegal. The third step is to breed the parrots just within that species in a closed environment. The fourth step is to breed together the yellow-billed parrot and black-billed parrot. The fifth step is to limit the amount of deforestation, and for every tree that is cut down, a new one should be planted. The sixth step is to make domestication of these parrots legal. Last, step 7. There needs to be a place in Mount Diablo and the John Crow Mountains that is dedicated to keeping the species safe, like the yellow-billed parrot. This place will be like a reserve. If poaching is made illegal, then the eggs that are being taken and sold can now hatch and become baby birds and later reproduce. If hunting is illegal, then the population won't keep dropping from everyone killing these birds. If the yellow-billed parrot are bred together in a clean and good environment, it can help get the population to rise. Crossbreeding the yellow-billed parrot with the black-billed parrot will help up the population a lot. Parrots need a lot of space to live, so when the forest, which is where they live, is taken down, they no longer have a place to live, which is adding to the reason they are endangered. For every tree cut down, a new one should be planted. A lot of Jamaicans keep the parrots as pets, which is not giving them the chance to mate and reproduce, which is also causing them to become endangered. If all 7 of these steps are enforced, the yellow-billed parrot will be taken off the endangered species list.
As far as stakeholders groups go, for carrying out our conservation plan, the Wildlife Protection Act will help carry out this conservation plan to help protect the yellow-billed parrot. The way that they would follow through with this Conservation Act is by prosecuting anyone who is guilty of an offense. According to Section 4, the Act states that every person who 1. Hunts any animal or bird in a game sanctuary, or 2. Takes the nearest egg or any bird in a game sanctuary, or 3. Is found within a game sanctuary under circumstances showing that he was hunting any animal or birds, or 4. Takes any dog into knowingly permits any dog to enter or be in a game. 5. Sanctuary or carries in a game sanctuary any gun, catapult, or other weapon capable of being used to hunt animals or birds is guilty of an offense.
This is our timeline for our conservation plan that we're hoping saves the yellow-billed parrot. 0 to 1 weeks. Request laws to get rid of hunting and poaching. 1 to 2 weeks. Reduce the deforestation and request laws to plant more trees after the trees are cut down. 2 to 4 weeks. Try to breed more birds within the species. 1 to 2 months. Introduce the black-billed parrot to crossbreed with the yellow-billed parrot. 3 to 4 months. Get the laws approved against hunting and poaching. 4 to 12 months. Check the population over a year and make sure that it is increasing.
Our plan, like every other action, presents some problems. One problem arises when we try to cross other parrot species with the species that we're trying to save, the yellow-billed parrot. Evidently, we will lose the purebred of the species to save the species and create a hybrid. Because we plan to create a conservation area for the species, land for the construction and other activities will be used. When we initiate our plan to collect all the species in Jamaica for the conservation of the species, obviously the plan will attract poachers. Law enforcement agencies and jails will be packed with poachers, which can be a good consequence. Lastly, to do all the tasks involved in the plan, money is the main issue and consequence. Expenses are going to be bumps in the road, but with valuable donations and fundraising, we can overcome it.